What is going on? Friends, family, sneakerheads, everybody. I hope everybody having a great Easter, having a good weekend in general. A lot going on. WrestleMania weekend, NBA playoffs started. Knicks won. Shout out to them. And see what else. Of course, Easter Sunday. Who can for people that like Easter, that went to church. Salutes to you. Um, then March and April has been a crazy month for sneaker releases. And as a sneakerhead, whatever you want to call me, sneakerhead collector, whatever. I don't just collect Jordans. Let's just throw that out there. I collect good sneakers, great sneakers, if that be the case. And today I'm gonna start off with the J Tips Saucony collab. It's I love you, but I'm busy. The Jazz Grid 9, which is a great shoe by the way, 10 and a half, my size. Now when it comes to comfort, I still think that the New Balance brand for all day comfort, like walking sneakers, I think that the New Balance, the 9 series or the 1000 series, those are some of the best walking sneakers I ever put my foot in. The Action Bronsons, the 9060s, great shoe. But Saucony to me is the 1B. The Jazz Grid 9s, of course, the Grid Jazz 9 or the Omnis. Invest in those. If you were like, nurse or somebody who be on their feet all day who like to walk, or you want something to walk in if you're at the beach, etc., or a theme park, whatever, I'd rather go with Saucony or I will go with a pair of New Balance. That's just me for comfort. So I enter this review. This is J Tip's latest collab with Saucony. I owned a pair of his Omnis that I got them last year. I think I had owned I think it was 10 pair. I think it was 10. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was a great sneaker, by the way. Wish I would have pulled those out, but I got them somewhere. Whatever. But let's move on to the sneaker. Right out of the box. Right out of the box. These hit. The detail with J Tips, the details and the colors is everything. You got all different materials going on in the sneaker. You got the yellow, that mesh. You got the blue. I'm gonna say like a little blue suede. You got some more mesh that's orange. You just can't miss with J Tips, man. You can't. And you got the grid at the bottom. Then you have made by J Tips on the inner liner. You can see, boom. All right. Coming soon on the insole. Nice little hit. That's one thing about collabs. You'll get more features out of collabs than you do with your regular sneaker. Let me take this paper out. Excuse me. This is I'll deal with this later. This is the left shoe. Excuse me. No, excuse me. The right shoe. I'm tripping. This is the right shoe. And let me take out the left. It comes with an extra set of pair of laces, white. You can put the white in, but I'm just gonna leave my black in. On here, you got the J Tips logo. Most of his collabs, and I have "I love you" on this one, but I'm busy. I love you, but I'm busy. Same thing, same different palette swap. Color things. The color things are still the same. This is a very, very nice collab. One of the best collabs that J Tips did with Saucony. And yeah, I actually put this number one. I really would. And it has the same on the inside. Coming soon. I don't need to take that out because you saw the other sneaker, which I have done, by the way. Other one is different. I put that down by accident. Of course, like I said, you saw the J tips. And this insole has that's which is the left shoe, by the way. Review the same shoe, so it's pardon me. That's why I go live. No editing. You get everything live in effect, which is pretty dope. Overall, I'm very impressed with this one. I will be probably wearing these to let you guys know which one I feel is better. But I really think that you can't hit miss with any Saucony grid. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of these? To me, 10 out of 10. Real good sneaker. Okay, move right along. I'm not trying to keep you guys long. Here, of course, gave it away. Right here, we have the Air Jordan 3 Retro, excuse me, OG SP special product, special project, special project. White, diffused blue, anthracite, 10.5 my size. This is the Mama Nair 3 diffused blue. Right at the gate, can't be Mama Nair with their packaging. The Mama Nair sleeve, Jumpman logo. Right out of the box. Now you got your Mama Nair paper, the wax paper. And right out of the gate, boy, boom. You got your Mama Nair branding, dual branding on the sneaker. This right here is the left shoe. And this is the right shoe. You got the Jordan brand here. And you got the Mama Nair dual branding. Of course, you got the diffused blue hang tag. And you have the quality. Of course, Mama Nair quality goods handled with care. You get that with all Mama Nair sneakers. You got this, this nice gray anthracite suede right here. You can't never go wrong with Mama Nair and their quality leather. Nice white tumbled leather. Perforated up this tongue. I'm going fast with the review because I have 2 more, so just bear with me. And on the back heel tab, which is a nice touch. See that back there? You have the words, all we have is each other, which is a dope hit. Hope you can see it. All we have is each other, which that is so true. Of course, you got the Mama Nair quilted inside, which is, I'm going to say what I noticed about the Mama Nair, the quilted inside, the quilted insoles. In due time, they will hurt. I'm just gonna call it a buck. I'm just gonna keep it 100. You got your leather quilt right here on the insole. Am I impressed with these? Yes. Are they the best Mama Nair 3s? No, because I really think that the original Mama 3s, pale ivory, to me, which I do own, is the best Mama Nair collab 3s. Period. But you got your Mama Nair branding right. So overall, it's not the best Mama Nair, but I just respect it for a collab. These I'm going to give it. Oh, here's if I get my final review. Here is the same thing. Boom. It's embroidered. Jumpman. Same thing. Nice suede, charcoal, anthracite on the heel. Of course, the Nike branding, which never gets old with the cream sail finish. You got diffused blue around the ankle line of mud guard. Of course, you got the cream at the bottom. And I'm see, does this say the same thing? Oh no, this one's different. You have to get comfortable walking alone. That is dope. You have to get comfortable. I know my big finger's all in the way, but that's what it says on the back of the heel tab, which is nice, by the way. Nike Japanese imprint, if you care about that. But yeah, overall, I give these, because of collabs, I give these 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Solid sneaker, diffused blue. You know, I'm already so used to the burgundy and the ore colorways, but I'm impressed with them. I like them. Would they be in my top 10 sneaker of the year? Maybe. Who knows? But moving right along to the banger. These will be in my top 10. No questions asked. Let's go and get right into it. This is the Air Jordan 4 Retro SP, which stands for Special Project. 10.5, my size. Summit white, navy. 10.5, my size. Got your Jordan Flight logo. Nice. I think that's white box. This is a nice box, by the way. Right at the rip. Sheesh. Man. Here you go. The Jordan 4 SB. White navy. Man. Super dope colorway. Like I said, I do have an extra 10.5. So if you're interested, let me know. I do have an extra 10.5. Red Jumpman. You got a grayish suede right here that comes along with it. You got navy blue on the, around the mud guard. Crisp white at the bottom. Got that gum bottom, of course, which I'm not a fan of gum bottoms, but in this case, I really like them. Gum bottom here, white, red Nike branding. Of course, like I said, you got your red Jumpman patch, crispy white. It's not tumbled leather, but it's a nice leather, premium leather. Navy blue hits on the side, which I really like. You got your red Nike SB insole, which I'm not going to take out because if you know anything about fours, insoles are very tough to put back in. And my favorite feature on the fours of these SBs, nice flimsy. Don't dig into your ankle. Here is the right sneaker, the same thing. The nice gray material, suede going around the toe box around. I'm going through this review fast because I don't want to hold you guys much longer. But if you have any question about any of these sneakers, hit me up behind the scenes or on the back end of my channel or any of my social media platforms. Navy hits, boom, netting, crisp white, nice white tumble leather. Nike SB on the back, which is to me, the best branding I've seen in the past 10 years.